Hard to believe the final week of regular season in Ohio is tonight, the first round of the Indiana playoffs, and week 10 of 11 in Kentucky. So, of course, we go back to the man, Tom Gamble, to discuss it all with the Skyline Chili Crosstown Showdown presented by Murphy Health, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine, and Meyer. Yes?
Yes, you read my notes well. Very well done. Yes, I appreciate that. But no, you're right. It's crazy, isn't it? And look, another night of nice weather. Now I'm going to go to some stuff here because I got a lot to cover.
All right, let's get into it. Jump in.
Season. All right, here we go. So last week in the Showdown, it was Anderson over Turpin. Big game for Griffin Scaff, our Mercy Health Ortho and Sports Med MVP. He was 22 of 24, 396 yards, 5 touchdowns, ran for 1. That's a pretty good night as Anderson took down Turpin. Now tonight, Bridget, an area of town you're familiar with. Elder hosting LaSalle in the Skyline Chili Crosstown Showdown. Now, a couple notes in this game.
I actually listened to your interview with the coach the other day. We've got it up on the 96 Rock Cincinnati Facebook page if you didn't catch it yet this week.
Thank you. It's my crosstown conversation with Elder coach Doug Ramsey. Elder, the only school after tonight that will have played in all 25 games, and Doug's been the coach in all 25 of those games. If Elder beats, how about that? That's cool, isn't it? If Elder beats, it means he's old like me. If Elder beats LaSalle tonight, their record in the Showdown will be 20-5. They're 19-5 going in. Now let me turn the clock back to the COVID-19 season of 2020. Remember how weird that was?
Yeah.
Well, this game was week 1 that year because they shortened the regular season to 6 games. It was raining. There were hardly any fans at the pit because of COVID-19 restrictions by the state. And LaSalle won 53-52 in double overtime that night. So this has the makings. It's weird. Elders played really well this year. They're 7-2. Their only losses are to Lakewood, St. Edward, and Moeller. LaSalle is 1-7, which is very, very rare. Well, they played against a brutal schedule, and they may need to win tonight. They could still get in with a loss, but if they want to guarantee being in the postseason, they need to win this evening. Now, I'm gonna take it from big schools to small schools, if you will.
Let's do it.
Madeira, Wyoming. How about this one tonight? They're both 9-0. They're both unbeaten in the Cincinnati Hills League. Wyoming has not lost a Cincinnati Hills League game since 2015. They've won 48 consecutive league games.
Wow.
Madeira trying to stop that at home tonight. Yeah, Reading was the last one to get them at the end of the 2015 regular season. They'll only blow through some of the other big games around town because there are plenty tonight. So in the GMC, Coleraine is at Lakota West. Tom Bolden and the Firebirds trying to finish 10-0. Middletown at Oak Hills. Oak Hills with a chance to be 5-5. That's a big deal. Justin Roden's done a great job with the Highlanders. 7-2 Mason at 8-1 Princeton. Some good games in the GMC and the ECC. Kings is at that Anderson team. Kings trying to finish 9-1. Winton Woods trying to go 10-0. They host Lebanon. Nick's, I know Nick isn't here today, but Nick's alma mater, Baden, takes on at Nicholas noon on Saturday at Hamilton High School in Northern Kentucky. Cooper's at Highlands. Scott at Holmes. And how about, you mentioned it, the Indiana high school playoffs begin tonight.
Yeah.
Edgewood, not to be confused with Trenton Edgewood from Ohio, is at East Central. And Lawrenceburg is at South Dearborn. That's the first round there. East Central finishing up 7-2. Their only losses to Moeller and a 2-pointer to Indianapolis Roncalli, a very, very good team. And Lawrenceburg is 8-1, so we'll see how they do over in Southeast Indiana. But, yeah, it's crazy that it's already the 10th week of the Ohio season. Kentucky, what they do is they have 11 weeks, inclusive of next Friday, to play 10 games. So they get a bye. You can either play 10 straight, take a bye in the middle. You can kind of pick and choose. And Indiana plays a 9-game regular season, and they get in the postseason tonight. So a lot going on. But that Elder LaSalle game, even don't be deceived. I mean, Elder's really good this year, but LaSalle, Patrick McLaughlin, the coach's son, a sophomore, is taking over at quarterback. So that could be an interesting game tonight. And it won't be raining like it was back in 2020 when we were there.
And, more crowds to cheer them on at the pit.
Yeah, that was so weird. I got to tell you, we looked around that night because, again, it was – I can't remember the exact percentage. You remember we talked about that virtually every week.
Yeah.
But that was the first week they shortened the regular season to 6 games. And some, there were just limited fans, and they were all spread out. You had to sit on the X or the dot. It was just so – compared to what you're used to at the pit, which has been voted one of the best venues to watch high school football, and it's It's very interesting. But no, really cool that Elder's been in the Skyline Chili Crosstown Showdown all 25 years. Some schools have been in 24, but they've been in it from the very, very beginning. And don't forget tonight at X-Town Showdown on Twitter, we'll have some cool looks, some videos, some photos, and, of course, updates from Elder LaSalle in the Showdown tonight. Check us out as well on Facebook and Instagram.
It's a West Sider's dream tonight.
It is. You can even get there.
I actually can. I can get to both of those schools. Thank you very much.
Well, I would hope so. You wouldn't even need GPS for that. Now, do you want me to give you one? You want me to test you?
Sure, because it makes you happy.
Well, no. I'm trying to lob you softballs. Last week it was the do you pay attention mode. So this week we're going, which I know the answer to that is a big old no.
Well,
this week, are you ready?
When Nick's not
All right.
here, I kind of have to, right?
You do, and I need the answer quickly to know you're not searching for it on the internet. So here we go. All right, Lebanon is at Winton Woods. Winton Woods trying to go to 10-0, so I'm throwing a softie, kind of west, kind of northwest. Get me to Winton Woods.
Can I ask a question first?
Sure.
Does Winton Woods play at their high school?
You're learning. The answer would be yes.
Okay, well, that's something, right?
Yes, they do. Yes, no,
I
that's good. They have a brand new high school, too, and a really nice football stadium. So how do we get there?
I would go north on 75 to Ronald Reagan, and I would be going west on Reagan. You're going to turn on, I would assume, the Winton Road exit. And I'm going to go with a left off the exit, and the high school is there on the right. I just actually threw that out of, I knew I could get to the exit, and then that's about as far as I knew.
Yeah, unfortunately. And you know what, Steve, you have to give directions once you get off the highway. I would actually take 275.
Listen for the crowd.
It's okay, right? Yeah, well, yeah, right. Look for the lights, right? Look, it looks like there could be a stadium over there. No,
it's a really bright Walgreens. Oh no, that's the Skyline restaurant. It's all lit up tonight. Come in for a Coney.
Right, or you better hope the car dealerships, if you can find somebody on any of them, aren't circling the spotlights. You know what I mean?
Right.
So anyway, we're giving you a loss on that one. It's easier to get.
Oh, a half a point.
Maybe a half.
A quarter.
Maybe, yeah. But I would be. I tell you what, if you can get to the Forest Park Skyline Chili, where we held a pep rally there earlier this year for Winton Woods, you're close. How about that?
They've got those andouille sausage conies right now. Stedman was talking about those last night because Nick was talking about them all day yesterday. So now he feels like that's going to be on the menu maybe for this evening.
Well, and I would tell you, we finished up our pep rallies. We do those during the week, and we had one for Harrison High School on Wednesday. And they actually, the Wildcats, because their primary color is green, the Harrison Skyline Chili, produced some green spaghetti. How about
very
that?
Cool.
For a pep rally. Yeah, so it's that old, they do that on St. Patrick's Day normally, but they did it for Harrison High School. And that's what makes the Skyline relationship so cool thin those communities.
And they're so Cincinnati.
Oh, absolutely. So well vested. Yeah, the andouille sausage. Honestly, Bridget, just give me anything off the menu. I should just close my eyes, open up the menu, which I never get a menu, but if I did, I should just point my finger down, not even knowing what I'm getting, and I would eat it because it's good. So there you go.
I mean, from the crackers with hot sauce appetizer, they've got it all.
See? All right, I'm just making me hungry now. See you at Elder tonight, right?
All right, perfect. We'll talk again next week.
There you go. Sounds great, Bridget. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, you too.